Well, it was all good just a week ago. Homie was running through the woods, but unfortunately, he probably got taken out by a vehicle. So I got a hold of his scalp and I did a little dip. Let's get into that project, shall we?
All right, so honestly, I got this skull. It was pretty cleaned off already. All I had to do is wipe it down, get a little bit of grit off of it, and I taped up the teeth so they would stay as white as possible. And I went with this green because it's going to go well with our film choice. So once I got a couple layers of this paint on and it dries, we'll be ready to hydrate this thing. So now we just got to get our film cut out to size. Now the film of choice today is going to be a reptile, rather an alligator skin. Check it out. And we're just going to get it cut out to size. So basically we're going to make it look like I'm going to wrap that skull as a gift and give it to somebody. And that's how much film I want to use. And once I got my film all cut out, I'm going to use these clips. I'm going to transfer my film over to the dip tank and get it on top of the water where it's going to sit for 1.5 to 2 minutes. It varies depending upon the film. So now my goal is to bring my film over to the dip tank and get it on top of the water nice and easy. I want to avoid any water getting on top of the film, keep it all under the film, and I also want to avoid any air bubbles as I'm setting this film down. Any of that can cause a distortion in your graphic when you dip your item through. So nice and easy, and then your film sitting on top of the water. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to block that film in on the sides and at the top. That way when I come in with my activator and I activate the film and the graphics are just sitting there now on top of the water, they don't just run away on me. All right, so now my film's activated and my graphics are just floating on top of the water. I'm going to find a nice spot to dip my skull. I'm not going to slam it. I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to dip it through nice and easy at an angle. Once I find a good location, I'm going to put it through at about a 40-degree angle, and I'm going to kind of go down into the water and forward a little bit at the same time, getting the graphics to bond all over my item. I don't want to do it rough because that can just kind of cause ripples in the water, pushing your graphics away from your item instead of making them bond to your item. So you don't have to dip it too deep. As you saw, I barely went in with my hand, and here's what we're looking like. Now from here, I'm going to take it to a rinse station. It's going to rinse off 5, 10, 20 minutes depending on the film, and we're left looking like this. Came out pretty cool. I've never seen a deer with alligator skin on it. Have you? Or an alligator with molars for that matter. Make sure you drop me a comment, hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Have a stellar day.